This meeting is being recorded.
Okay,
And there's no one in the board meeting? Okay. All right, good morning. Welcome to the Hawaii Board of Veterinary Medicine. Before the meeting is called to order, we will play a short video to explain the procedures for this meeting and explain how members of the public can participate and interact with the board members.
Welcome to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting. When the meeting begins momentarily, the chair will take a roll call, explain any specific rules for this particular board, and then move to public comment. The name of the board member will appear on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. For instance, this is board member Y, and this is board member E. Public testimony will be accepted at the beginning of the meeting and before each agenda item. You can indicate that you are ready to testify by clicking on the Raise Hand button being circled by the mouse on your screen now. At the appropriate time, the board will recognize you to speak and ask you to unmute your mic as shown here. Again, public testimony will be accepted at the beginning of the meeting and before each agenda item. Public attendees will not be able to unmute their microphone until recognized by the board. Public attendees who are recognized to testify will be asked to identify themselves by name and their affiliated organization if applicable. Please mute your microphone when you are finished speaking as a courtesy to others and members of the board. Public attendees will not be able to unmute themselves after the testimony is completed unless recognized again after raising their hand. At some point during the meeting, the board may choose to move into executive session. When the board moves into executive session, the board members' microphones and video feeds will be turned off, and a similar screen as you see now will be displayed. When the board returns from executive session, their microphones will be turned on as well as their video cameras. Welcome again to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting. At this time, the chair will call the meeting to order and take a roll call, as well as explain any additional rules that may be specific to this board.
Thank you. At this time, I'm going to read the information on behalf of the chair. To view the meeting and provide live oral testimony, please use the link at the top of the agenda. You will be asked to enter your name. The board requests that you enter your full name, but you may use a pseudonym or other identifier if you wish to remain anonymous. You will also be asked for an email address. You may fill in this field with any entry in an email format, such as name@email.com. Your microphone will be automatically muted. When the chairperson asks for public testimony, you may click the raised hand button found on your Zoom screen to indicate that you wish to provide testimony about that agenda item. The chairperson will individually enable each testifier to unmute their microphone. When recognized by the chairperson, please unmute your microphone before speaking and mute your microphone after you finish speaking. If you cannot get internet access, you may be able to get audio-only access by calling the Zoom phone number listed at the top of the agenda. Upon dialing the number, you will be prompted to enter the meeting ID, which is also listed at the top of the agenda. After entering the meeting ID, you will be asked to either enter your panelist number or wait to be admitted into the meeting. You will not have a panelist number, so please wait until you are admitted to the meeting. When the chairperson asks for testimony, you may indicate that you wish to testify by entering star and then 9 on your phone's keypad. After entering star and then 9, a voice prompt will let you know the host of the meeting has been notified. When recognized by the chairperson, you may unmute yourself by pressing star and then 6 on your phone. A voice prompt will let you know that you are unmuted. Once you are finished speaking, please enter star and then 6 again to mute yourself. For both internet and phone access when testifying, you will be asked to identify yourself and the organization, if any, that you represent. Each testifier will be limited to 5 minutes of testimony per agenda item. If connection to the meeting is lost for more than 30 minutes, the meeting will be continued on a specified date and time. This information will be provided on the board's website.
Okay, thank you, Carrie. So I will take roll call now. So members, when I call your name, please respond present or here. And those of us who are joining virtually, if you could also state whether you are alone or if there is someone someone else with you. Dr. Craig Nishimoto, licensed member.
Present. I'm alone in the room.
Dr. Lisa Wood, licensed member.
Present and alone in the room.
Dr. Gabrielle Acey, licensed member.
Present and alone.
Dr. Tiffany Hummel, licensed member.
Present.
Dr. Kimberly Thompson Kerr, licensed member.
Present and alone.
Eileen Wada, public member.
Present.
And myself, Marcella Chalk, chair, also present and alone as well. So I will now call the meeting to order, and the time is, I have 10:08. What do you have?
We have 10:06, so we're close.
Okay, I'm going off of what the computer says. Okay, thank you. Okay. So agenda item 1A, approval of the March 19th, 2025 open session and executive meeting minutes. Is there anyone who would like to provide testimony on this particular agenda item?
Thank you, Chair. There is no one wishing to provide testimony.
Thank you. Are there any corrections or amendments to this particular minutes?
I have one
Open-
correction, Chair.
Are they on the
Wow.
executive or the open session?
It is on the open session, I believe, on page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Which one?
Under item 1, on the 3rd paragraph, Carrie, where it
Yes,
says Vice Chair Wood.
yes.
The second line of that paragraph, that word should be officers.
Oh, where it says offers, it should be officers. Thank you very much. We'll make that correction.
Any other discussions or any corrections or amendments?
I have a few corrections as well. On the same page,
Mhm.
what as noted, on the 3rd paragraph down, it says, Dr. Thompson Kerr noted that injectable euthanasia could be gabapentin and does not necessarily have to be a controlled substance. It should be injectable euthanasia does not necessarily have to be a controlled substance. So I would scratch out could be gabapentin and.
Okay, I'm trying to find that. It's
Oh.
the third paragraph.
Third
Page
paragraph. It is 1, 2.
Page 6.
Yes,
Page
page,
6.
sorry, page 6. Yes.
Okay, so please restate what the correction is for me.
Just I would scratch out could be gabapentin and.
Oh. So it should read, that injectable euthanasia does not necessarily have to be a controlled substance?
Correct.
Okay,
And then technically, I guess, potassium chloride, not just potassium. So I would insert
chloride, okay.
and
Chloride.
a minor point, but for I guess paragraph or item number 3,
Mhm.
it looks like my name got misspelled a few times. So
Oh.
it's right under Thompson, like the item number 2, but
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see where I did that. Thank you so much. I so apologize.
no, that's okay. I didn't know if that
Double
was
check the spelling.
yeah. And it's also the last item of number 3. It's spelled incorrectly.
Okay.
And then I think under that last item under number 3,
Yes.
it says she stated if a licensed veterinarian is working or contracted with a, let's see, I think it meant to be contracted with a DEA or NED with an animal control. I'm trying to remember what I was trying to say there, but the licensed veterinarian is working or contracted. So I think it's if the licensed veterinarian has a DEA or NED, and if they're contracted with the animal control office.
Okay.
So
So if a licensed veterinarian who holds an
Correct.
NED, what's the other one, NED or?
Or NED and BEA.
NED, is contracted with the animal control officers, but then you have to say that they hold those.
Yes, yes,
those-
yes.
Okay. Okay, I think I have that. Do you think you have that, Mark? Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah,
We'll
those
note those corrections.
that I noted. Thank you.
Any other corrections or amendments? Okay, thank you. Could I get a motion to accept the corrections to the minutes?
I'm-
Craig Nishimoto moves to accept the minutes.
I'll
Thank you.
second.
Thank you. So the corrections have been accepted and moved forward. So second, agenda item, adjudicatory matters. So the board will now recess to discuss adjudicatory matters in accordance to Chapter 91. HRS staff will move board members into a Zoom breakout room. Do I need to?
You
have a
will,
motion?
no, there's no motion for recess. We
Okay.
just recess. So hold tight and we'll move to a private room.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Dr. AC. It's Mark. You should have gotten received a notification to, oh, there you go.
There she is.
being recorded. Being
Okay, Chair, we're back and open. Looks like,
Okay.
yeah, everyone's here.
Okay, thank you. Do I go straight to number 3, or Carrie, do we?
Yeah, we're number 3. We
Okay.
don't have to
Applications.
read further.
Okay,
You can
so
just
we're
announce
at agenda item 3. Oh, sorry.
settlement, you can just announce and open that both settlement agreements were accepted.
Okay, thank you, Sherry. So both regarding the agenda item 2 adjudicatory matters, both settlement agreements have been accepted. So moving along to agenda item number 3, applications. Is there anyone who would like to provide testimony on agenda number 3?
Thank you, Chair. There's no one wishing to provide testimony.
Okay, great. Could I get a motion to accept the ratification list for issued licensees?
I move to accept the ratification of issued licenses.
Could I get a second?
I second.
Thank you. So any opposition? Okay, no one's opposing, so motion moves forward to accept the ratification list of issued licensees. So agenda item 3C, ratification of courtesy and relief permits. Do I have a motion to accept all 4 applications for ratification, courtesy, and relief permits?
So moved.
Could I get a second?
Wait a second.
I second.
Thank you. Okay, so any opposed? No opposition, so motion moving forward to accept the ratification courtesy relief permits for all 4 applications, and we don't have any restored licenses to discuss. Moving to agenda item 4, executive officer report. Is there anyone who would like to provide testimony on agenda item number 4 for the executive officer report?
Thank you, Chair. There's no one wishing to provide testimony.
Okay, thank you. Carrie, would you mind?
Sure. So these are the results of the state veterinary licensing examination for March. There were 6 candidates and all 6 passed. Yay. And for April 2025, there were 3 candidates, 2 passed and 1 failed.
Okay, thank you. Any questions or anything? Discussion? Okay, good. Thank you, Carrie. So agenda item, legislative matters. Is there anyone who would like to provide testimony on this particular agenda item on legislative matters?
Thank you, Chair. There's no one wishing to provide testimony.
Okay, thank you. Carrie, did you want to go over each of the legislation?
Sure. Item A, Senate Bill 493 SD1 relating to veterinarians. This was the bill that would establish a veterinary workforce development special fund. The bill passed second reading and was referred to Ways and Means. However, the bill did not move any further, so it has died for this year. I think there was a Senate resolution to do a study about if UH could open a school of veterinary medicine here in the state. I forgot to go back and look at that, but I believe that's something that's going to be looked into and with a Senate resolution. Number B, HB 547 HD2 relating to the spaying and neutering of animals, which would establish a spay neuter fund. The measure was moved to Finance Committee on February 14, 2025, but it did not move any further, so it died in committee. And item number C, SB 1023 HD1 relating to spaying and neutering of animals, again, to establish a fund. This one was moved to Committee on Finance February 14 as well. And it also had no further movement, so it looks like those two have died this year. They may come back because they were both moved to effective July 1, 3000, so it's very possible that people are looking at ways to adjust the measure to make it more palatable to the legislature. And those are the bills that were before us this year.
Thank you, Carrie. Any questions or anything for Carrie?
I do. So we have no spay neuter bills that have moved forward as of this year. Is that correct?
That is correct. Sorry. There was one that looked like it was going to go really far, and then it just didn't. So, I've been with this board for 4 years now, and I think there's been something before the legislature every year, and for whatever reason is, and the funds are in the wrong committee, or this just hasn't moved forward. But I'm sure it'll be back again next year. There is a lot of support in the community for what it is. I'm sure they'll work it through and try another way next year.
Thank you, Carrie. Any other questions? Sorry, guys. Next agenda item, election of officers. Is there anyone who would like to provide testimony on this particular agenda item?
Thank you, Chair. My testimony.
Okay, thank you. Carrie, would you like to?
Sure, I'll jump in. It sounds like your voice is helping very much. Currently, our chair is Dr. Scott, and our vice chair is Dr. Wood. We will open the floors for other nominations if anyone wants to nominate someone else, but both Dr. Chop and Dr. Wood have indicated their willingness to continue serving if that's what the board would like them to do. So are there any other nominations for chair or vice chair? Okay, it looks like, oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I would make a motion that we keep the chairperson and the vice chair for this coming year.
I second.
Thank you, thank you.
Any opposed? Okay. No opposition, motion moves forward. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay.
So we have our next meeting scheduled for September 17th at 10 a.m. And then it'll be available through Zoom as well as in person at the Queen Liliuokalani Conference Room. So, Carrie, do I adjourn the meeting first before?
No, do the next item, then we'll adjourn at the end.
Okay, so so Dr. Craig Nishimoto, aside from staying up very early in the morning where you are in that part of the world, we wanted to say that we're very honored to recognize you today because we know this is your last board meeting and you've completed your terms, plural, for the State Board of Veterinary Medicine. So I just wanted to acknowledge your outstanding service and leadership in veterinary medicine, both locally in the state of Hawaii, as well as abroad. So just to share, and I Googled all of this, you were very well published out there in the public world, Dr. Nishimoto. So as a graduate of Washington State University College of Veterinary Medicine, you've served as an active member, just aside from our state board, offering over 20 years of clinical and management experience as an owner of Paradise Animal Clinic, being advertised as basically the only veterinary clinic on the west side of Kauai. So thank you for servicing the community there. And Dr. Nishimoto, we are aware that you have received Washington State University's highest alumni honor as the Alumni Achievement Award. So just to give some background, this award is an honor that's bestowed upon any Washington State University alum who has made a truly distinguished contribution to society through their personal achievements, bringing true distinction to Washington State University. So this is not an honor that is given very freely to anyone. It takes a lot to get there. So congratulations for that recognition, Dr. Nishimoto. So Dr. Nishimoto, this award, I guess, brings to you as far as it was nominated by Alofa Mo Me Aloha for the Love of Animals, a nonprofit in American Samoa. So this is something that you've been recognized for your contribution to that community, that following after the 2009 tsunami, you and your family ran a low-cost spay and neuter clinic, the first veterinary care available in 2 years. So in just 4 days, you've treated over 100 animals, including performing surgeries and helping families in that community to bring their pets safely to the US mainland. In addition to what you've done, you've also been deeply involved with humanitarian work through your Rotary Club. You've established a school in Cambodia, giving children access to extra education and nutrition. So Dr. Nishimoto, this is a testament to your compassion, your expertise, and the tireless commitment to animals and all communities, animals and humans. And we thank you so much for your service and leadership. And we will truly miss you. But I know you'll probably be very busy and other things, but truly take time for yourself and family. So I'll open it up to others on the board who would like to say anything as well.
Oh. Well, Dr. Craig, I mean, it's been an honor, a privilege. I can't follow in your footsteps because I'm not a vet, but I would like to at least think about you when I do some kind gesture to my animal friends. How I say?
Well, Ms. Wada has provided us with a card that we're all going to sign and
Yeah.
forward to.
Right. So I'm not too sure how Carrie is gonna send it to those on the outer island, but she'll figure a way. And then, right. But yeah, I mean, so when is your next trip? When you come home from Thailand, where you gonna?
Well, I don't know, but
Oh,
this
that-
trip we did get to Cambodia, so we visited our
Oh,
school. So they changed from a preschool to after school English lessons for this remote village.
Wow.
yeah.
So in English enrichment, so they're very
Where in
successful.
Cambodia is it?
Bosat, kind of near Siem Reap,
Yep.
halfway between Phnom Penh and Siem Reap.
Well, Dr. Nishimoto, thank you very much for all your years of service with the board and as chair and helping guide us through some very difficult conversations in the past few years. We appreciate your service and hope to see you back on the board again after a little break.
Thank you all for your support.
Thank you. So was there? Yeah, Dr. Wood.
Craig, I just want to congratulate you and thank you for modeling such wonderful leadership. You are just a amazing vet person, so humble, and just have a servant's heart. So mahalo plenty.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I guess, Carrie, should I adjourn the meeting then officially?
Yeah, I think it's time.
Okay.
Okay. So the meeting is adjourned at, what time do you folks have? I have almost
10:58.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.